Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your timeless intuitive reading. Some really beautiful and empowering messages are coming through for you. So let's jump right into it. I've already pulled 2 oracle cards to represent the main message that you need to hear today. And you got number 21, The Right Way, Learning to Create What You Desire. And number 29, find the lesson. Discover the purpose in a situation and trust that you are learning. Now, what I feel very strongly is that in your life right now, things may be a little bit chaotic. Things might be topsy-turvy, tumultuous, chaotic, very busy. It doesn't feel bad, it just feels busy, potentially very overwhelming at times. But this is in large part due to the fact that you are trying to better your life. You're trying to better your life, better your position, and create something really powerful. You want to manifest, create, build something really big and really powerful. So it's almost like this busyness, to a certain extent, is self-induced. And it's part of the price you pay for creating what you want. Now, the message that's coming through these 2 cards together really strongly is to never confuse this chaos, or any challenges that come your way. Never confuse them as a sign that you're on the wrong path or that what you're trying to create isn't meant for you. Do not question what you want. What you're trying to create is in alignment. It is for your highest good and expansion. It is the desire of your heart. So don't let challenge or struggle make you think otherwise. So many people in the spiritual self-development, whatever this is, community, um, it's like if they run up against a challenge or resistance of any kind, it's easy to interpret that as, oh, well, the universe just doesn't want me to have it, because if it was meant for me, then it would just be smooth sailing from start to finish, right? It would just be easy. That is absolutely not true. It's absolutely not true. So this is your validation. This is your sign, or your validation that you're doing the right thing. You are on the right path. You are living an authentic life, and what you want to create is in alignment. So rather than questioning yourself or what you want, the only thing you should ever be questioning is how. How am I going to create this for myself? It's almost like the invitation is to be very solution focused, very solution oriented. When you come up against a challenge, just like when water runs up against a rock, it doesn't stop flowing. It finds a way around the rock. So find a way through, or find a way around whatever challenges come up. And who you become along the way to what you want is part of what you want. Okay? That's a huge message coming through. The challenges, the struggle, this kind of busy, tumultuous, chaotic moment you're moving through, it is for your highest good. It's molding you, it's shaping you into the version of you who is a match to ultimately what you want. Okay? So keep going. All right, let's go into the tarot. What does the collective of Virgo need to know or do right now? I do feel like for some of you at this time, you could run the risk of burnout. Um, so just be aware of that. It's very, very important right now that you support your physical body and do that which is sustainable. Okay. Some of you could run the risk of burning out. Um, what does Virgo need to know or do right now? What does Virgo need to know or do right now? Ooh, Nine of Swords. Capricorn also got the Nine of Swords. So this is an invitation for you to look at how you manage your own thoughts. What's your relationship to your thoughts like? It, do not believe everything you think. Okay, that's for sure. The Nine of Swords represents anxious, fearful thoughts, either guilt and regret about the past or fear of the future, maybe a little bit of both. For you right now, considering everything that I just said, this is probably more anxiety about the future. Like, oh my gosh, how am I going to make this happen? So it's interesting, right? Because through the oracle cards, the invitation is to think about how. You know what you want, you're in alignment, go for it. Don't question yourself, just question how you're going to make your dreams come true and go do it, right? That line of questioning could potentially cause a lot of stress and anxiety. If you are constantly ruminating, it's almost like your mind is like burrowing a hole. It's going in circles, right? Like, how am I going to do this? There's two different ways that you can think about how to do something. You can think about how to do something from a state of joy and curiosity and openness and excitement and adventure, or you can think about how am I going to do something from a place of desperation and fear and oh my god, I need to figure this out yesterday or I'm going to die. Like my life is going to end, right? Same question, two completely different ways of asking, two completely different states of being. So So the Nine of Swords is just asking you to notice. Just notice, what are you thinking and believing that's causing you stress? Is it true? Probably not. Okay. This could also, for some of you, indicate that you're having trouble sleeping. And that's that burnout. Good quality sleep is so important right now. Like, do whatever you need to do to get good quality sleep. Tell me more. Tell me more about what Virgo needs to know or do, please. Thanks. Ooh, I love it when that happens. Yes, the star. Hope, renewal, healing. Oh my gosh, I love it. So you see how she is not wearing any clothes. I should probably cover this for the algorithm. I don't know. I'm not monetized yet, so it probably doesn't matter. But star. She's naked. What that represents is supreme vulnerability. Supreme vulnerability. There's a thought. There's like a cloud of words forming in my head, and I'm just giving it a moment. You need to be vulnerable enough with yourself to let yourself risk failing. Oof. Oof. Can you be vulnerable enough with yourself to embrace the risk of failure? Interesting. Oh, that came out of nowhere. And the feeling is when you embrace the risk you need to take, and you let yourself be vulnerable enough to take some kind of risk, that will catalyze a depth of healing you did not even know you needed to experience. I'm also hearing, be the star of your own show. Be the star of your own show. We are all the main character in our own lives, right? And of course, we all run the risk of having main character syndrome and forgetting that other people exist too, right? But that's not what this is about. This is like, own the fact that, yeah, you are the center of your own life. You are the center of your own universe, as we all are. So embrace it and, like, be the main character in the story of your life. Be the star of the show. Like, step up. I'm hearing, like, step up and be brave enough to take a risk. That requires being vulnerable. I mean, the only thing I can relate it to is, like, for me, starting this YouTube channel, I had no freaking clue if anybody on the face of the planet would care about what I have to say or my readings. I had no idea. I I had to take the risk. I was willing to be vulnerable. I was willing to make videos that would only get one view or one like, but it was worth the risk to me because I knew what I wanted. I knew I was called to do this, and so I was willing to be vulnerable enough to take that risk. You know what I mean? Tell me more. I just saw 222 on the timer. Oh, 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 oh. The Magician. Oh, Virgo. The Magician is saying, you have everything you need now, in this moment, today, in this moment that you are watching this video right now. I'm looking at you. In this moment, you already have everything that you need to be successful. You already have everything that you need to figure out how to manifest what you want. You, you don't need another certification. You don't need anything. You have everything. The question is, are you using everything at your disposal to the highest extent? So through the Magician, I'm hearing, stop looking for more out there to help you create what you want, and use what you already have more or in a new way, right? There's also obviously Rose coming through the Magician. The energy of Rose is here for you if you feel like working with that plant energy. It's also a call to action. The Magician is a call to action. There's, like, so much energy running through your field right now. I, I'm surprised you're getting any sleep at all. If you are getting good quality sleep, be grateful for that, because I feel like a lot of you aren't. And it's because there's so much energy moving through your system. I feel like maybe part of what this moment is for you is an opportunity for you to learn how to run your own energy more effectively so that you don't burn yourself out. Because if you're going to, in order to become the version of you that can hold what you're asking for, you need to be a master at running your own energy, a master of energy. Okay. So that's part of the beautiful challenge for you right now is learning more about your own energy and how to channel it correctly, how to operate it correctly. I'm hearing how to navigate your own energy so that you can use it to the fullest extent where it wants to be used, but it does not overrun you. That's what I'm hearing. All right, I'm hearing one more. Let's pull one more. Yay! 10 of Cups. This is ultimately what you're going to create. This is what you really, really want in your heart of hearts. This is where you're headed, Virgo. The rainbow. I'm hearing the rainbow's end. This is ultimate emotional fulfillment. Your cup runneth over. You have a beautiful home life, a beautiful family, so much love and depth of connection with people who really care about you and who you really care about. This is just supreme emotional satisfaction. So I mean, if you're going to be able to hold this experience permanently, like this is the reality you want to live in all the time. You've got to learn how to run your energy in a way that you can hold it. You know what I mean? Okay. So the last thing I'll leave you with is this. This is what's coming through. What you're learning how to do right now, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. Well, now you're going to be consciously aware of it because I'm saying it. What part of what you're learning to do right now is to expand your own container. This is what's happening. You're expanding, you're almost being forced, even though you're doing it to yourself. You're forcing yourself to expand your own container so that you can hold more. Okay? That can be a tricky process, right? How does one actually effectively expand their own container, their own energetic and emotional and mental bandwidth? You do it one drop at a time, one day at a time. Because if you try to get to that rainbow's end as fast as physically possible, it's the equivalent of trying to jump the Grand Canyon. You won't. And even if you were to land on the other side, you're setting yourself up for a rubber band effect where you're just gonna, you won't be able to hold it, right? What you want is to hold what you're asking for, to maintain what you're asking for, to have it be real and lasting, not just to experience it in a blip and then it's gone and then you snap back and burn out, right? So you expand your container by working towards what you want, doing all the things, right? One day at a time. Let it happen one day at a time. Make space to breathe, make space to sleep. And little by little, your container will expand. And sooner than later, in 6 months from now, in a year from now, you will look completely different. You will feel completely different. And therefore, your life will be completely different. Okay. All right, Virgo. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I hope that this was helpful or at least thought provoking. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.